嗨，大家好，我是李贝，我们继续学习标准教程6级下册，好不好？Alright，喂，第34课，第133页。Okay, we did 结晶。结晶 meaning to crystallize, but can also be used figuratively and can be used as a noun. Okay. 几罐 Yeah, I have not encountered this word very often. 几罐 几罐 sounds very formal to me. 几罐 I'm not sure if I'm correct in that assessment. I think I haven't seen it often enough to make an accurate assessment. Okay, 族居地或本人出生地 So where you were born or where your ancestors live. Right. There's only 2 example sentences in Pleco, and they're both just 籍贯. So they're not even sentences. Despite it saying sent, they're not sentences. All right. Okay. Can you help me learn 籍贯, please? I think this is a low priority word. The 籍 you need to know. The 籍, so you often talk about like 中国人 or 中国籍. So the 籍, what is it? Registry roll. 中国籍 is like a Chinese citizen. What was it? Citizen registry. So, or maybe you say 美国籍, for example. 美国籍, 美国国籍, oh. You can just say, oh, maybe it's 美籍. Is it 美籍? No, it can't be, right? Oh, maybe it is. Oh, yeah, it is 美籍. Sorry. Yeah, 美籍华人. So American citizenship, 华人, ethnic Chinese. You say ABC. Unfortunately, if you're like me and you come from Australia, ABC means Australian-born Chinese, not American-born Chinese. But, you know, ABC. Anyway, 美籍华人. So this 籍 here is like citizenship. 你有什么国籍? Yeah, so 美国国籍的华人. Okay, 问到他的国籍, 他说是美国人. Yeah, so 他的国籍, his nationality. So this is the what's in your passport. We encountered this. We encountered this in during the pandemic when we're getting vaccinations. So there. Normally you say 外国人 to mean foreigner, right? 外国人. However, yeah, so when we were getting vaccinations in China, they didn't use this term, 外国人 and 非外国人, like, or 中国人. 非外国人. They used 外籍人. Yeah, people were getting confused about which queues to go in. So yeah, so 外籍人. So it's kind of like 外国人, but more formal. The alien. That's American terminology. I don't think we use that in Australia. We use immigrants. It's very alienating. So yeah, I think people in Australia would consider that very rude and yeah, especially illegal aliens, things like that. That's American terminology. Very rude. 外籍人. Yeah, so foreign national people. So it implies you have a nationality belonging to another country. Yeah, so this is kind of an issue, isn't it? If you're ethnic Chinese, maybe you're in China, like you probably have connections to China, right? So you could be in China, but you have an international passport, and yeah, it got complicated. Yeah, the catch was, I think the main issue was that because when we were getting vaccines, there was a possibility of side effects. Like, and so, yeah, if there were side effects, the doctor would have to immediately and accurately communicate with you and say, and ask you about your symptoms and so on, and give you the appropriate treatment. However, if the doctors don't speak English, it can be an issue. If the doctors don't speak English and you don't speak fluent enough Chinese, and yeah, if you're like me, yeah, when you get sick, you're suddenly, your Chinese level drops. It's happened, and so yeah, like I've gone and asked for medicine at the pharmacy when I'm sick, and I got the wrong medicine because my Chinese is but you got like headaches and whatnot, like, oh, dizzy, oh dear. Whoops. Yeah, I got these two characters mixed up and ended up with the wrong medicine. Tan and Yan. Tan, phlegm, and Yan, like inflammation, right? They sound very similar. And you can chew tan and chew yan. I think it's that special chew, this one. You can chew tan. Yeah, so I wanted chew tan because I'm making YouTube videos. I need a clear voice. But you can also chew yan and get rid of like inflammation, right? I think this is also a thing. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe you can't have that. And you get the wrong medicine because your Chinese level drops and so on. Anyway, how did we get onto this topic? Oh yeah, 籍贯. We're talking about 籍贯. So yeah, for that period of time during the pandemic, they needed our nationality. There's 外籍人 and 中籍人, right? There were two Qs. Yeah, and everyone got mixed up. 你的籍贯是什么地方? Okay, so this is a noun meaning your native place. Okay, so this is not your nationality. This is a place. Okay, that's a little different. 我哥却连他的籍贯和历史都没有问. They did not even ask about his native place or history. Yeah, okay, so this is a place. 籍贯, it is a place. It is like, so my 籍贯 is Melbourne, Moorabbin. 你去过吗? Moorabbin. Yeah, this is Melbourne. This is the 12 Apostles. Yeah, you've seen my photos, right? my live streams and so on from Melbourne. Yeah, I remember one time I was live streaming in Melbourne in Chinese, and this old man comes up to me and insists that I show everyone in my audience this baby possum in a tree. It was really quite 感动, right? It's just all right. Hey, everyone in China. Here is a possum in a tree, a baby possum in a tree in Australia. All right. Anyway, 采购, purchase. This is kind of like 买, but 采购 is a bit more formal, and I think it's it's more like things you do in business and so on. Maybe it includes planning and that sort of thing. 采购. To procure for an enterprise, to purchase. 大批采购比小量购买. Yeah, there's also 购买. And yeah, there's a few words like this. And there's 购物 as well, right? And just 买. 更经济实惠。这个人是一家连锁家居店商店的采购员。All right, so this is a chain furniture store. 连锁 is chain, usually like Starbucks or something. Like it's a 连锁咖啡店。连锁。家具 furniture 商店 is a shop, like a commercial shop that sells products to average Joes and people. So 采购员 will be someone who is buying the furniture to sell onto customers. 当然呢，倘若价格合适，我们将采购你们的全部产品。Really? If the price is reasonable, this is 倘若 is yet another way of saying if. There's quite a few, isn't there? 如果要是 probably some more. Oh, just raw by itself as well. So yeah, if the price is reasonable, we will purchase your entire stock. Yeah. 采购. So 采购, when I see this, I'm thinking, so it's verb and a noun. I think more of a verb, in fact. It's kind of more large scale and not really for your individual needs. It's 采购. Maybe you can do it for individual needs, but usually it's, yeah, 多绝, 大宗 is a large quantity, is it? 大宗的或种类较多的物品. Yeah, so large quantity or many types of goods. Yeah, 从事采购工作的人. Oh, okay, so there's 采购. This is a job. So we just saw 采购员. So 采购员 would be 采购. So that's the noun version. 采购. Maybe 采购 also means the things you have purchased. The things you have purchased. I think it's a verb. I'm pretty sure this is a verb. More verb than noun from my point of view. Yeah, 采购. Usually not a small thing. Yeah, things like buying in bulk or for companies and things like this, purchasing. Maybe you'll have a 采购部门, a purchasing department in your company. 采购部, purchasing department. 采购部 or 采购部门. 我有一份采购部的申请需要你的批准. So an application from the purchasing department, or in English you just say from purchasing, and the implication is this is the department. 我是采购部的这个人，我会和采购部经理商讨此事. So 经理 manager, department. It's a purchasing department manager, not just department. Yeah, maybe in context. Yeah. All right. Usually it's a company thing, though. I don't think there's many exceptions. 创业. So we've talked about this in the past. When we see 创, we want to think about innovation. We're doing something that hasn't been done before. 创作 or 创办. Yeah, so 创立事业. So yeah, 创业. So it's start an enterprise. 创立基业. 开创事业. Yeah, okay, 创业的间隙, what's this? 创业难, 守业更难. So starting an enterprise is hard, but keeping it up is even harder. Yeah, that's good philosophy, I think. Yeah, people like things when they're new, but it's the years and decades of hard work and perseverance that really count. 创业精神, pioneering spirit. 创业. All right, so let's have a look at the grammar. How do we use this word? 创业. 创业公司. 创业. So this is to start a business, is it? It's better to look at full sentences, because when we speak, we use full sentences, right? 他总是雄心勃勃地想自己创业. So this is like ambitious. So 雄心勃勃. Yeah, 雄心 is ambition. 勃勃 is like bristling with ambition. So he's always bristling with ambition and and wanting to 自己创业, start his own business. 公司创业之初只有30名员工. Wow, I mean, 30 employees for a brand new company is not small though, right? 创业时过分依赖某一个客户是有风险的. So excessive reliance on a single client. Yeah, this happens sometimes in businesses because, well, sometimes you have a single client that provides enormous amount of income, revenue, and maybe one day another company comes along and they make it slightly cheaper, and 我们遇到了创业时通常会出现所有问题. So when starting a new business, 所有问题. Like, why would you say 所有问题? It should be 许多问题, right? The usual problems. It should be 所有通常遇到的问题. So, yeah, normally, yeah, 所有问题 implies all problems. It doesn't make much sense. Yeah, 所有通常遇到的问题. I think that's a better translation. 他现在离婚了, 并以他一贯机敏. What is 机敏? 一贯机敏 agility. So 一贯 we talked about. This is consistent with respect to time. At the start, it was like this. Right now, it's like this. And from the start to now, it's been like this. Consistent with respect to time. 并以他一贯机敏能干的作风开始自己创业. So she has been consistent in her agile and capable 作风 style of work. Yeah. And use that to start her own business. 自己创业是实现经济独立的一种方式. Starting your own business, financial independence. Okay. 实现经济独立. So here, 独立 is functioning as a noun. Usually it's an adjective. It's a noun meaning independence. 独立. It can function as a noun. There it is. All right, 创业. So there are other words, but here, 创业. So the implication is that it didn't exist and now it exists. So there's other ones, maybe like, is 半夜 a word? 半夜 is a word, but it's not that word. 半逆, is it? What am I thinking then? It's not 半逆. There's 创 and there's 半. Okay, don't worry about it. What am I thinking? All right. Yeah. We won. Yeah, we talked about this when we were looking at the words. Oh, not on this one. So it's in the first video of the last section. On chapter 33, we talked about we won. Here, right? Here. We won. Prestige. The prestige has a lot of prestige. We won. Prestige. What things have prestige? I don't know. It's a noun meaning prestige. Like maybe a I don't know, high-level professor or a famous company. 被大家敬服的声誉和名望。Okay, so 国际威望 international prestige, 崇高的威望 like 崇高 is like a lofty prestige. But you wouldn't say that in English. 享有很高的国际威望 All right, what things can have 威望 Yeah, Professor Li 李教授享有很高的威望 Professor Li. So I'm assuming Professor Li is like an erudite professor, maybe has lots of awards and research grants and many published papers and maybe patents and things like that. 享有 This is enjoys. It's quite similar to English. Enjoys. You enjoy a noun. It's like you have prestige, but it enjoys having this prestige kind of thing. Yeah, it's not literally like, oh, I enjoy this cup of coffee. Nice cup of coffee. No, it's not like that. It's not like, oh, I have my prestige. I'm going to enjoy my prestige. No, it's, yeah, you have it, but it's something like you enjoy the right to vote or something like this, the right to, I don't know, pursue happiness. 享有很高的国际威望 Yeah, anyway, 威望 What's this one? 他的衣着让所有人知道他享有威望 So his 衣着 So 衣着 is the clothes. So these are the clothes that he's presently wearing on his body. So 他的衣着让所有人知道他享有威望 So he enjoys a level of prestige. So you think, oh, okay. Oh, you just look at this guy's clothes and it's like, something's going on there. Lots of prestige. All right. We did very well. So let's not spend too long on it. Next is 吝啬. 吝啬. Yeah, stingy, miserly. Yeah, that's what it means. 吝啬. Okay, both of these characters I don't believe I've seen outside of this word. 吝啬. So let's have a look. 吝啬. So these can be really hard to remember when you're learning a language. So usually, like if you learn a new word and you know the characters, in that word and what other words have that meaning, you can often very quickly remember the word. But if you come across a word like this, 吝啬, and it's like, okay, I don't know 吝 and I don't know 捨, what am I going to do? You got nothing to peg it to mentally. Okay, 吝 捨. The definition is 吝捨. Okay, yeah, this happens. Grudge. All right. 捨. Okay, so this is basically 吝捨. So both of these characters are basically 吝捨. 小气 is a synonym. 小气. 小气 is like petty. Usually with respect to money. 应当用的财物舍不得用. Okay, so 财物 is like money or goods that should be used and not being used because you're stingy. All right, 吝啬. Yeah, there's not much to say, I think, except 吝 and 捨 are 吝捨, the characters in 吝捨. 他很吝啬. So you describe people as 吝啬. 他从不舍得. Yeah. It took me a while to get that one. 从不舍得. 从不 never. Yeah, there's also a word 舍不得. 舍不得 is like be unwilling to give up something. 他从不舍得把东西借给别人. Okay, so she's not stingy at all. 吝啬得很. What? No, right? Am I wrong? 吝啬得很 implies she's very stingy. 她从不 never 舍得. Oh, no, 从不舍得. So never willing to part. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's, she is stingy. Yeah, I got it backwards. Yeah, come on, this is confusing. So 从不舍得 is 舍不得. Oh, yeah, all right, anyway. 吝啬鬼. So 鬼 you put after an adjective to turn it into a negative noun. So yeah. 鬼 there's like 赌鬼. 赌鬼. Sorry, let me try again. 赌鬼. Come on, 赌鬼. 赌鬼. So 赌 meaning to gamble. 赌鬼 meaning gambling ghost. Yeah. So it's gambler, but it's negative. It's not a positive word. 对沉迷于赌博 Sorry, let me try again. 对沉迷于赌博而不能自拔的人的描称 is that right? 蔑称 yeah, disparaging name, exactly. All right. So if you call someone a 赌鬼, you're implying that they're sorry, I'm going to sneeze. Get a tissue. I'm not going to sneeze. It went away. That doesn't happen. I feel like, what is it? There's it tried to come out. Anyway, let's not talk about that. 赌鬼. So it's a negative term to refer to someone who gambles. So we saw 吝啬鬼. 吝啬鬼. So it's a negative term again. 比称, here they use 比称. A negative term to refer to someone who is stingy. A miser. Skinflint. I don't know that word. Skinflint. There's other ones like 酒鬼. 酒鬼. So you can kind of guess what that is, right? So now we know 赌鬼 is like a negative term to refer to someone who's infatuated with gambling, and the same for 吝啬鬼, like excessively stingy. 酒鬼, excessively into alcohol, and so on. Drunkard, pejorative. It's a pejorative word, yeah. 吝啬, what else do we need to know? I don't know. It's an adjective, you describe people, and that's it. I don't think it can describe anything else. 吝啬. What else? I don't think there's anything else, right? So just a minute, I want to pause. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, 吝啬. Anything else we need to say? I don't know. The 啬 is the right-hand side of 强, right? The character 强. The 吝, I haven't seen outside. 强. This one, wall, right? So this is, where is it? 啬. I don't know why. But if you're into handwriting, you make a note of these things as you're studying as well. 尚且. Yeah, we're probably going to study this in the grammar section. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is in the grammar section. So let's skip that one for now. Yeah, you kind of need to study it in that context. It's a conjunction, right? So yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can't just study it without understanding the grammar. The word exists for grammar. Yeah, even maybe we'll just look at a handful of examples. 尚且, and then we'll do it in the grammar section. 尚且. It's even in the sense of, it's how do I explain it? It's not 伦敦尚且如此，no 在其他省份更是如此。Yeah. 在他后来的人尚且不喜欢他，不喜悦他。 That's not a verb. Can you say 不喜悦他?不喜悦他? Is it a verb? Is 喜悦 a verb? No, really? It's a verbdictive, maybe. 不喜悦他. Oop. All right. This is probably one of those things you get away with if you're a native speaker, and you don't get away with if you're not. 不喜悦他. Yeah. Like if I put that on the exam, I feel like I would get marked wrong. I would Kolfen, 被Kolfen. 这种做法能否成功的恢复稳定，尚且不得而知。What's 不得而知？不得而知 unable to be known or learn. 做法能否成功成功的恢复 so 恢复稳定 so yeah, it's unclear what this is talking about, whether this will succeed. So this is something unspecified, whether it will be successfully succeed in restoring stability. Okay. 尚且 尚且不得而知. So this is yet to be seen, remains to be seen. Yeah. All right, we'll get into this in the grammar section. Let's continue. 尚且, like learning that it means even is not very helpful. That's like 远远不够. You definitely need to learn a lot, study this word a lot deeper than that. Okay, 不惜. Yeah, 不惜 meaning to not spare, to not scruple, but usually it's not used by itself. So you would say something like 不惜一切努力, 不惜 this one, for example, 不惜一切代价. So do you remember Jurassic Park? Jurassic Park spared no expense. Yeah, on Jurassic Park you would say spared no expense all the time. So that you could translate that to 不惜一切代价. Oh, I don't have sound, sorry.
No expense. No expense.
There it is. Spared no expense.
Spared no expense. Spared no expense.
Yeah. Spared no expense. So this is kind of like spared no expense. 不惜一切代价. Spared no expense. Or did not.
At all costs.
This is like spare, not spare all costs. Yeah, at all costs. 我们会不惜一切代价争取胜利. We'll win at all costs. Yeah. Yeah, you can also translate all costs. 不惜. Yeah, so 不吝啬. No, it's not 不吝惜. 吝惜 to stint. Oh, there's another word with 吝. All right. 不惜代价. That's the same as this one, right? 不惜一切. I use 不惜一切. 一切 meaning all. 一切. So 努力. 不惜一切努力. Here. 我们想到死便惊恐不已. All right. 因而不惜一切努力, 麻烦和费用. Okay, so here we're 不惜一切, these three things combined into one. 努力, 麻烦, 费用, 来保全我们的生命, 保全生命. Preserve our lives. So we give our all we undergo 麻烦, so much trouble. And 费用, spare no pains, trouble, and expense. 不惜一切代价. So that it's just a common phrase. You don't use it literally, really. It's usually 不惜一切什么, as you can see. What is this? 也在所不惜, I don't know. 不惜一切代价, 取胜, win at all costs. 不惜一切代价取得成功, 他不惜一切保住自己的性命. So here it's just 不惜一切, so spared nothing, kind of something like that. 他不惜代价, so didn't spare the expense of 把一切安排的井井有条. So no expense spared and arranged 井井有条, arranged everything neat and tidy. 井井, well. So 井 is the character for well, well in the sense of the water source. 井井. I don't know how that got in there. How is this a word? Well. This aged well. 为了争取和平，我们不惜任何代价。that's another one. 不惜任何。商店不惜冒起险来，也冒险，风冒险 to take risks. So they did not shirk from taking risks. 不惜破窗而入。So 不惜破窗而入。So you can 破窗而入. Usually you say 破门而入, I think. 破门而入. Break the door down and enter. So 破窗而入 is a variant of this, I guess. But would you 不惜 it? Maybe it's used non-literally. I don't want to take it too literally. More like would not shirk away from. It's like, okay, I would do that. I would not consider it beneath me to break the window and enter. All right, 不惜. Yeah, this one's quite a common word, definitely worth knowing. 可观, next is 可观. I like this word, 可观, considerable. 可观. Yeah, it's an adjective worth learning. Considerable. Considerable in the sense of considerable attention, considerable effort, considerable expenses. 客观, not 客观. Yeah, 客观 is another word. 客观 meaning objective. 客观 is a different word. This is 客观. 客观. I like this word. You know what? Let's get ChatGPT. Can you give me? I didn't even read those sentences. It's like ChatGPT went to all the trouble of writing all these sentences, and I'm like, nah. Okay, 客观. Sorry, 可观, adjective. I think the best translation is considerable, impressive, significant. Significant's another one. It's like not insignificant, right? You're emphasizing that it's something. I mean, so you can put considerable effort into studying Chinese. 这家公司今年的利润非常可观. Yeah. So the company's profit this year is extremely considerable. Yeah, the grammar's a little different, isn't it? 可观, maybe here it just means impressive, extremely impressive. 他在比赛中取得了可观的成绩. Yeah, so here we had 非常可观, and here we have 可观的成绩. So a considerable achievement. I think that's how you would interpret that. 经过几年的努力, 他在工作上取得了可观的进步, considerable progress. 这次旅游花费了可观的一笔钱。So here 花费 is functioning as a verb. 花费 yeah, 花费 meaning meaning to spend. Yeah, it's functioning as a verb. It must be functioning as a verb because there is a le after it. So 这次旅行花费了 Yeah, so this is not literal, right? Like only humans have the ability to spend money. Yeah, so maybe there's two ways of interpreting it. One is non-literally, interpret it figuratively. There's like incurs considerable expenses. This trip will lead to considerable expenses. But maybe you could interpret it as a topic comment sentence, where this is the topic and 花费了可观的一笔钱. Yeah, so here you kind of have this invisible subject. Sometimes if the subject is 我, you kind of leave it out. You do it in English as well. Sometimes it's like, yeah, maybe it's more internet slang. You just might say busy sleeping or something like this, busy working, and just leave off the subject. Here, I notice this is correct in Chinese grammar, but not correct in English grammar. Adjective de, like 一笔钱, so quantity measure word noun. Yeah, 他是我的一个好朋友，他是我的一个朋友, right? She is, yeah, you don't have it in English. Yeah. You can also say 我的这些东西, my these things. 这是我的, no. 这是我的, no. 那是我的, no, 我的这些东西. 我的这个东西, I don't know, 我的这个书, 这本书, 我的这本书, this sort of thing. So, yeah, this is Chinese word order, and this is considered correct in Chinese, but you can't do that in English. So if you're not familiar with that, you need to be. Yeah. 那个项目的投资回报非常可观. Oh, sorry. Let me try again. 那个项目的投资回报非常可观. So this is 非常可观. Yeah. So it seems like considerable investment return or return on investment. Okay, 相当可观的. What is it? 他的薪水在业内算是相当可观的. 相当 is like relatively considerable or relatively impressive. Is 薪水 salary or wage. 他的这部电影的票房收入非常可观. So this is box office income. 他在拍卖会上买下了一幅价值可观的名画. So he at an auction bought a famous painting, considerably valuable famous painting. Maybe he bought the Mona Lisa or something. 这个地区的房价上涨了，房子的价值也变得可观. Okay, so here is where we're using it really. 房子的价值, the price of houses or real estate, 也变得可观, yes, changed considerably. So it's much more expensive. 他的存款数额已经相当可观了. So this is like savings quota or something like that. I don't think you need this. I think you just say 他的存款. His oh no, their savings. Their savings is considerable. Yeah, I don't think you need the 数额, but maybe it's okay. Yeah, 可观. This is one of my favorite adjectives. 可观. What does it mean? Literally, it means 可, able to, 观, perceive. Able to perceive, 可观. What's the dictionary definition? 可观. 觉得观看. Okay, 景色可观. Okay, that's another meaning. I don't know this meaning. 达到的水平程度较高. Yeah, that's the meaning we're talking about. The level or extent is relatively large, or right? Relatively high. 获得可观的成果. 收入相当可观. 相当可观. Yeah. 这出戏大有可观. 出戏 is a play, right? Like a stage play, that sort of thing. 大有可观. What is 大有? Maybe that's just a fixed expression. 大有可观. Quite remarkable. Okay. Anyway, 可观. What's next? 神圣. Yeah, 神圣. Sacred, holy. Yeah, so we're talking religious things. 神圣. It's an adjective. It's pretty much the same as English. Oh, and you can use it figuratively as well. What things are considered 神圣? I think it's pretty much the same in English as Chinese. Okay. 圣彼得. So this is so 圣 here is used as a prefix meaning saint. So Saint Peter 大教堂. So Saint Peter's Cathedral. I believe that's what that says. Saint Peter's Cathedral 是基督教的神圣所场. So that's a sacred place in Christianity. All right. So religious text, 圣经, the Bible, 圣经. Sorry, not the Bible. Where's the Bible? Is that not the Bible? The Holy Scripture is the Bible. I said the right thing. So the Confucian classics. Oh, maybe it also refers to that. 圣经, the Bible. 古兰经, the Quran. 道德经, the Book of Tao. All right. 古兰经在伊斯兰教徒伊斯兰教徒 is Muslims, right? 伊斯兰教 is Islam. The 徒 at the end means Islamic follower or Muslim. 心中具有神圣的地位. Yeah, so the Quran has a sacred place in the hearts of Muslims. Yeah. 宗教仪式, so religious ceremonies, 洗礼. Okay, baptism, 圣餐, Holy Communion, 朝圣, make a pilgrimage. So this is like going to Mecca, is it? Oh, here we go. Muslims, the 麦加. Oh, so this is, sorry, 麦加, this is Mecca. 麦加朝圣. What is 朝圣? To make a privilege. Okay, so 朝 meaning towards and 圣 is sacred. All right. 是神圣的宗教义务. So a sacred religious duty of Muslims is to make a pilgrimage to Mecca. All right. 新婚夫妇在婚礼上的誓言被认为是神圣的. So this is your sacred marital vows. Okay. Sacred places, 神圣的山峰, a sacred mountain peak. 生命, yeah, people think of life as sacred, yeah. So flags, national anthems, constitutions. So this would be people who are feeling patriotic. 国旗在许多国家被视为神圣. Sorry. Oh, 被视为 神圣不可侵犯的象征。So here the subject of the sentence is 国旗, the national flag. So the national flag in many countries is perceived as sacred and inviolable. How would you say? Yeah, inviolable. A sacred and inviolable symbol. Yeah. And this one, 长城被许多人视为中国的神圣遗产. Yeah, this is more figurative. Like, it's not sacred in the sense of religious. Yeah. Can it be used more figuratively? Yes, that is how you spell figuratively. Why? Why are you making fun of my spelling? Okay, 理想和信念。All right， 他的自由和民主的理想，在他心中是神圣不可侵犯的。So he thinks freedom and democracy are sacred. 他对正义的追求是 what？ 是他对这个是神的。No, I don't think that's a good sentence. Yeah, let me rewrite it. I would say 他认为正义的追求是神圣的。Yeah, 他认为。So maybe just change that to 认为。他认为这个是神圣的。Okay, 举责和责任。So your sacred employment duties. 医生的举责是神圣的。Yeah, actually, yeah, for a doctor it can be sacred. Some things just they go beyond just I have to do it to make money kind of thing. How would you say the holy hand grenade of Antioch? I think that's how you spell it. It's a Monty Python quote. Antioch, the 神圣手榴弹. Yeah, so this is like satire, right? So this is Antioch in Chinese, is it? Antia, the 神圣手榴弹. Yeah, I remember when I was I take. Well, at least I used to take italki classes. And one of the advantages of taking italki classes is that you can get a good diverse selection of teachers. And one of my teachers was actually in the army, one of these community tutors, and he was in the army. And so we talked about things like grenades and whatnot, which don't usually come up with normal Chinese class. Yeah. So I think he was like a sailor, a seaman, a sea, yeah, Rachel. I'm not sure, I forget now. But it was really interesting. I got to, yeah. It's just a different viewpoint altogether. It's like usually your teachers come from like a university educated 文科 literature background. They have arts degrees and they usually have very comparable lifestyles. And then one of my teachers, okay, first of all, he's a guy. Well, the vast majority of Chinese teachers are women. And then we're talking about things like war, hand grenades, whatever. So, you know, it's interesting mixing it up a bit. And you also need the diversity to be able to talk about all these topics as well. Yeah, 传统中的这个传统中的安提阿的神圣手榴弹是一个强大的武器. Yeah, it's a Monty Python quote. I get ChatGPT didn't actually understand. It's the holy hand grenade of Antioch, if I remember correctly. I feel like going to watch Monty Python now. Okay, next is 使命. 使命 is your mission. Usually it's not mission in the sense of like a very minor thing. It's usually like your life's mission or something, like your country's mission, this sort of thing. Actually, let's start with pleco. 使命. Oh, it's also used figuratively. Yeah. Okay. 决使者所接受的命令. What is 使者? Pilgrim? Emissary? 使者. Okay. What is this? 不辱使命. Seems like a collocation. 历史使命, historical mission. Yeah. Okay, so often it's figurative. 比喻所肩负的重大责任. So major responsibilities that have been shouldered. Yeah. Yeah, shouldered is a... Okay, shoulders are these things, right? In case you don't know. But yeah, shoulder... in English, you can say, I shouldered a heavy burden. But this is similar, right? 肩 is your shoulders, so 肩负. 负 is like a burden, so shoulder burden is to shoulder, to take on. All right. So how would you say... so in where we're mission, could you, where would someone, in which contexts might someone have a 使命? It's not a small thing. It's kind of like a major aspect of your life. It's the primary goal primary goal you're going to do, or potentially like an entire army or country will be doing. 使命. 一生的使命是救死扶伤. 扶伤, 救死扶傷. So save the dead, or save the dying, I guess. Save the dying. All right. 救死扶傷, help the dying, heal the injured. Yeah. So the mission of doctors. 宗教的使命是教育和启发学生. So teachers, 教师, teachers. So the mission of teachers is to educate and inspire students, 培养下一代, and cultivate the next generation. Yeah. Religious missions. Okay, 传教徒. So this is like a missionary, is it? Yeah, missionary. 传教徒的使命是传播宗教信仰. Yeah. All right. What's this one? Actually, what is it? Who's this? 僧侣, a monk. Okay. 僧侣的使命是修行和弘扬佛法. How do you pronounce that? 佛法. Is it 佛法, right? 佛. I don't know. Can I? If I go to Google, 声音, is it 声音读音? Maybe I should put 读音. I don't have a sample. You can do that with English English words. Where were we here? Anyway, a mission of a monk. Would 使命 be used in quotes from the Blues Brothers and or Mission Impossible? I wonder if ChatGPT can work out what I'm indicating. 是的，使命可以用于蓝调兄弟 Blues Brothers and 碟中谍 no, it's 碟中谍. Yeah, I don't know why it's this. 碟 plate spy plate on a plate spy on a plate. Why is it that? Spy on a plate. Mission Impossible, but I don't know. Okay. Okay, in the Blues Brothers, on a mission from God. Yeah, 觉醒来自上帝的使命. Yeah. So on a mission from God to play music, to play the blues. Okay, and in this mission, should you choose to accept it? Where is it? 杰克对埃尔伍德说：“我们是在执行来自上帝的使命。” Yeah, that's fine. 他们相信自己的使命是成就孤儿院，拯救 so rescue an orphanage. All right, and 碟中谍 okay, so this is Ethan Hunt. 伊森亨特的使命是保护世界免受恐怖威胁。So we talk about 威胁 meaning to threaten. 恐怖 here, okay, it means like terror, terror or frightening, this sort of thing. But here it's going to be like terrorist threats. 免受 it's like avoid experiencing terrorist threats. Okay, 这个任务太危险了，但它是我们的使命。I mean like in your mission, should you choose to accept it? Your mission, should you choose to accept it? 您的使命，如果你选择接受的话。Okay. 任务. So what if we Google that, see what comes up? Your mission, should you choose to accept it? Your 使命. Yeah, 对于这个使命，如果你选择接受的话。So yeah, this is the Bible though. 活出使命。活出使命 I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it's like 活出使命是什么样子？探索将生命 This is like, so if you're following Christianity, you would do certain things as your mission, I guess. So let's copy and paste this as well. See what comes up. 如果你选择接受，这就是你的使命。Okay, so I think this word order is more normal in Chinese grammar. Yeah, 如果你选择接受，这就是你的使命。Your mission, but in English it's your mission. Should you choose to accept it? Yeah. Anyway, 使命. Okay, next, 看待. Yeah, so 看待. I'm not sure if we have this concept in English. 看待. It's to look upon something in a certain way. Kind of like I consider it to be that. Sorry. So you might say, I consider you to be my auntie or something like that. And that. So I look upon you as if you are my auntie. 对人和事持某种态度和看法. So you have an attitude or a point of view, an opinion, a way of looking at things. So it's towards a person or a matter. Okay. 另眼看待 or 不知该怎样看待这件事. So I don't know how to, yeah, it's kind of like I don't know what to think about this matter. I don't know how to think about it. It's like, oh yeah, I mean, something happened, but sometimes you don't immediately know what to think. 我把他当朋友看待. So I look, yeah, I think look on him as a friend, but you're not literally looking, right? It's just I consider him my friend. 我才不管人家怎样看待我呢。So 人家 is this kind of very flexible pronoun. Here it just means other people, right? 我才不管人家，不管 means I don't care about. 我不管人家 other people 怎样看待我. I don't care what other people think of me. Yeah, again, 看待 doesn't involve looking. 同等看待 yeah. So treat people equally, but it's like look at people equally, meaning I give you the same treatment and that treatment, as if you were the same thing, the same person kind of thing. 他把我当朋友看待，从不同的侧面看待一个问题。So this is like consider a problem from different angles, 侧面 different sides, maybe. 客观 this is objective, not 客观 this is 客观的看待自己 look at oneself objectively. Yeah, not literally using your eyes, right? I have an arm. I have another arm. No, not like that. It's like a self-assessment, right? 不能孤立地看待这件事 You cannot independently, or no, in isolation, look at this thing. Like literally look at this thing, but consider this thing. What it means is like external factors are playing a role. Yeah. So if you want to consider it appropriately, you will need to take in those other factors into consideration. 不要禁止地 What does that mean? 禁止的孤立的看待事物。禁止 static. Yeah, I guess 禁止 静 meaning still or quiet, and 止 meaning stopped. So 静止 would be static. 静止 motionless. What's dynamic? Dynamic would be, I don't know. Dynamic. I don't know. I know, I simply don't know. 不要禁止的鼓励的看待这个 So don't look at it as a static, isolated entity, right? Yeah. So things change. This object will change, and yeah, it's affected by its external environment. 看待 So yeah, I don't think we really have this word in English, but yeah, you can kind of get the idea, right? I don't think it's especially hard, even though it doesn't exist in English. Okay, 家属 家 meaning family, 属 meaning to belong to, right? 属 So 家属 family members. So you often use this in rather unpleasant circumstances when people have passed away and they need to contact your 家属, the deceased's 家属. Yeah, I think that's this kind of very unpleasant circumstances is the only time you would actually encounter this word. So yeah, if you get a phone call and it says 你是 blah 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 的家属吗? Yeah, it means they're dead. Sorry, but you now have one fewer relative. Or maybe they're about to die. Yeah. Okay. 降旗是出于对死者家属的尊重. Yeah, out of reverence, deference, or out of respect to the deceased's family. Yeah. 他向那次事故遇难者 fourth term, 遇难者 victims of the accident 家属表达的哀悼 Yeah, so he towards the accident's victim's family expressed grief or mourning. Yeah. In English, say condolences. Yeah. So as you see, if you literally it means family member, but you only ever hear this word when someone's dead. 将为死者家属设立一个基金。Yeah. Grief family. What's this one? Maybe this one. 这个镇上的居民大部分都是汽车厂的工人及其家属。Oh no, this one's not. This is just immediate family members, right? So this is not the deceased's family members. It's the factory workers' family members. Yeah, so it can be used outside of cases when you're talking about the deceased. But it seems like most of the time it is in case of your death, in the event of your death. Yeah. Is this legitimate in English? This is the problem with being a native speaker. I would not say in case of your death. It's like I would say in the event of your death. Okay. 矿工的家属, the miners' families. Yeah, so something bad has happened, right? 虽然矿井安全已极大改善，矿工的家属们仍然担心发生最糟糕的事情。Oh, okay, so they're just worrying about something happening. Yeah. All right, so here, so it can mean immediate family members. All right. Most of the time when I get this, though, it's someone's died. Yeah, most of the time. But it does seem like it can be used outside that. 该总统邀请了3500名宾客。他们中大部分是白宫工人员。No, let me try again. 白宫工作人员及其家属。Yeah, okay, so it's White House work employees and their immediate families. Yeah. All right. Now maybe it can mean just your family members. Maybe it does mean that outside of like death more often than I think. Yeah, 他的家属没跟他一起来. Okay, yeah. I don't know, it does sound formal to me, right? You can just say 家人. Maybe normal people, like an average Joe, your average Chen, will say 家人. 我的家人. So 家属 is formal. So when you refer to family members formally, maybe, yeah, you have this kind of like engraved invitation kind of thing. All right, let's continue. 用户. Sorry, no, this is not 用户. This is 用户. Two different words. 用户. 用户 is a very common word meaning user. Maybe you're a YouTube user. 电话用户, you're a phone user. 满足用户需要. All right, this is another word. This is 用户. First tone. 用户. 用户. For emphasis. 用户. All right, so this is like upholder or supporter. 赞成支持, yeah. 赞成, yeah, supporter. They both mean supporter in different ways. 用于党派, like a political party probably. 领袖, leadership, 政策, 路线等. So the political party makes sense. You support your leader, your policy, that makes sense. 路线. Ah, is there another meaning of 路线? Political line? Maybe there is. Anyway, 拥护 rather than 用户. Okay. 这些方针政策得到群众拥护. So got the support of the 群众 is like crowds or community or the masses. Maybe that's a better translation. 方针政策. 方针 is like guidelines, 政策 policy. So maybe this is like guiding policy or something like this. Oh, general and specific policies. Okay. Well, all right. It's going to be political. So I'm just going to read this. 拥护中国共产党的领导. So you or someone is supporting the Chinese Communist Party's leaders. 我们拥护这个决定. We endorse this decision. Yeah. 拥护宪法. This is like uphold, but more like support or believe in, that kind of thing. 拥护真理, stand up for the truth. 拥护政府的角色. 拥护. I don't think it's that common a word though. Maybe. Oh no, there's lots of examples. All right. It's more common than I thought. Maybe it's because I'm not really big into politics. So I'm more into science. 拥护. 拥护. I am 拥护者. 拥护. 总统将继续获得忠诚党员的拥护. So loyal party members support. 对这位领导人的拥护已经瓦解. 已开始瓦解. Beginning to瓦解. 瓦解 is like disintegrate, right? 瓦解, disintegrate. So the leader's support is disintegrating. 他收到当地大部分百姓的拥护. So this is a noun and meaning support. So he had the support of the vast majority of local ordinary people, common people. The local populace, yeah. 拥护. This is a noun. It's functioning as a noun. 收到拥护. And actually 受到批评. 受到 yeah, 受到批评.批评 is a verb. So maybe this is a verb functioning as a noun. Yeah. 他完全拥护他完全拥护你对此课题的主张. Okay, I fully endorse your opinions, your 主张, your standpoint, maybe is a better translation, on this 课题. 课题 is often like a research problem or something like this, right? On this subject. Maybe that's just a literal translation. So in the English, I fully endorse your opinion on this subject. It's kind of like matter. They just, yeah, 对, it's only one, 对这个事情. So maybe this is just a translation thing. 这是我们所拥护的. This is what we support. All right. 拥护. All right. 拥护. What else is there to say? Not much. It's a verb. It only has one meaning, right? We saw it. One meaning, verb, one meaning, and it can take an object. We support this decision. Yeah, we support this decision. 我们拥护这个决定. Yeah, and you can support decision and you can support politicians and leaders and things like this. Oh, it's also used this one. Upholding. Yeah. Upholding or endorsing, standing up for something. Yeah. All right, how are we going? 表彰. 表彰. Yeah, so commence. It's like praising, but it's more official process. 表彰. So maybe we'll go to Google image search. And here, 表彰. It is a verb. it's not, what is that, Zhang? Biao Zhang? Yeah, this is what I think when I see Biao Zhang. It's not just like saying, oh, that guy's really good. Oh, 谢谢你的夸张，你的表扬. The other one's 表扬. It's an official ceremony where you get a kind of medal like this. Or yeah, you have this kind of, usually there's a ceremony involved, right? And there's certificates and prizes and that sort of thing. 表彰. Yeah. Whereas the other one is just 表扬. 表扬. This is like just, yeah. Oh, 你很棒. Yeah. 太厉害了，真好，真棒. Yeah, this is 表扬. This is just a normal, like, oh, you did well, nice. Yeah. So yeah, people get desensitized to empty praise, right? 点赞,点赞. Click the like button, 点赞. People get used to empty praise. So if you compliment them over nothing, then when you compliment them on something, they will think that something is nothing. Yeah. You get that with Chinese teachers a lot. They just praise you for nonsense. And yeah, you kind of just get desensitized. Or just with average Chinese people, you walk around, you just say something, and if you say something wrong, they will say, oh, your Chinese is really good. Even though your Chinese is not that good. So yeah, I feel like if a Chinese person says to me, oh, your Chinese is really good, it implies I've said something wrong. And I remember an incident when I was in, I think it was Hefei. Yeah, when I was in Hefei. And yeah, I asked the guy, how do I get to the post office? I said, 邮政在哪里? Now, maybe you know what's wrong with that sentence. 邮政在哪里? And he said, oh, 你的中文很好. And when he said that, I'm like, I said something wrong, didn't I? I knew I said something wrong. Yeah, 邮政. 邮政 is kind of like the system. 邮政. This is what you see on the sign, the 中国邮政. So I thought 邮政 means post office. No, it refers to like the system of postage, right? When you want to go to a post office, you ask for 邮局. So I should say 邮局在哪里? 中国邮局. Oh, it's a drawing, 邮局. Oh, this is 邮政, trying to post. Yeah, so when I said 邮政在哪里, he's like, oh, your Chinese is really good. 你的中文很好. I'm like, I said something wrong. I definitely said something wrong. Yeah. So 表扬. 表扬 is that kind of, oh, your Chinese is really good praise. And sometimes it's a bit empty or almost like you know that the opposite is true. Yeah, if my Chinese was actually good, people would just speak to me normally. Like, oh, okay. But 表彰is a formal process. Yeah, so here you can see this is like the central Chinese government, right? Awarding, I don't know who these people are, not so into politics. Well, here's one from Japan, and I don't know who this is, but they're getting an award. Yeah, here, have a trophy, like, yeah, 表彰. So usually it's perform, you've done some kind of extremely good performance or something like this, hard work, maybe you're, you've worked in an area for your entire career, and here you go. You get an award. Yeah. 表彰 67家关心劳动者的优秀企业. So we're awarding these like exemplary enterprises. 关心劳动者. So they care about laborers. So these enterprises, and so on. Yeah. So you, 表彰, yeah, it's this. You can see what it is. Actually, what was that? 表彰状. What's that? 表彰状. So it's a certificate, is it? Is this Japanese? I'm not sure. Why is it not 表彰书? Could it be 表彰书? 荣誉证书. That's a 表彰书. Maybe that's not the normal way of saying it though. 表彰台, 表彰大会, 表彰海报, 表彰学证书, 表彰证书. Oh, this one. But they use 荣誉. 荣誉. 荣誉证书 is a certificate. It'll be a good certificate, right? Yeah, all right. Let us continue. What's next? Oh, 荣誉. Well, all right. So where would you see 荣誉? Oh, there it is. 荣誉. 荣誉证书. Yeah, certificate. 荣誉. 荣誉 is a noun meaning honor, right? 荣誉. 电脑你就是我的荣誉. This sort of thing. 我的荣誉. It is my honor. Yeah. Okay. 这项奖被视为极大的荣誉. So this 奖, this award, is considered a major 荣誉 honor. Okay. 活都是我干. 荣誉都是他得. Oh yeah. Okay. So that's like an unpleasant situation to be in. Like I do all the work. Yeah. So you know 干活. 干活 is a separable verb, and in separable verbs you don't necessarily have to put the characters in that order, right? It's kind of more like they're two words glued together, but here the 活 is put before the 干, right? 干活. 活都是我干的. 荣誉都是他得的. Yeah, 是得我得到的, 他得到的所有荣誉. So I do all the work, he gets all the 荣誉. He gets all the glory. All right. 荣誉. Can you use it as an adjective? 很荣誉. I'm not sure. No, you cannot. So 我的荣誉. It is my honor. So you often say something like, it is my honor to blah, blah, blah. Betwixt. 这其中有着我的荣誉和我的报酬. Therein lies my honor and my reward. 我的荣誉和我的衣着之间. What? My glory and my raiment. What is raiment? This is my clothes. 我的荣誉. How would you say, it is my honor to introduce blah, blah, blah. 荣幸. 我很荣幸. 我很开心. All right. 我很开心为你介绍这个节目. 我很高兴. Okay, 我很荣幸. 我很荣幸. So this one, I should use 我很荣幸的向大家介绍我们今天主要发言人。这个人 Mr. Black 布莱克先生. Okay, let's jot that down. So we want to say, I'll just put it up here. We want to say 我的荣幸. Sorry, 我的荣誉，我的荣誉，我很荣，我的荣誉，我很荣幸。Different parts of speech. 我很荣 whoops 我很荣幸 I have to look this character up. Oh, it's 幸福的幸 dun, 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 dun. So different parts of speech. 我的荣誉我很荣幸 And to get the grammar right, you need to know that this is a noun and this is an adjective. 荣誉荣誉 Yeah, 光荣的名誉 So you might want to 个人荣誉爱护集体的荣誉 etc etc This is a noun. 荣誉 is a noun and not an adjective. Sorry, I just jotted it down. 荣誉 is a noun, not an adjective. And 荣幸 is an adjective and not a noun, right? 光荣与幸运 So glory and fortune. 荣誉的参加这次大会如蒙光临不胜荣幸 This sounds like a fixed saying of some kind. 今天很荣幸能 blah 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 blah. Yeah. So this is an adjective and not a noun. Yeah, you need to know that sort of stuff. Yeah, on the HSK6 exam, you get that wrong, you lose marks. It's that simple. All right. Next is 奖励. 奖励. So you probably know 鼓励. Whoops, 鼓励. Encourage. 谢谢你的鼓励. Thank you for encouraging me or 鼓励他努力学习. Encourage him to study hard. 勉励. There's another one. 勉励. 勉励上进. 他勉励学生. Sorry, 他勉励学生努力学习. Yeah, so to encourage. So this, where are we? 励. This 励 here is going to be something to do with encouraging. And then we see 奖. 奖 meaning prize, right? So 奖励. So you're encouraging through the use of a prize, basically. 给予荣誉和财物表示鼓励. Yeah, exactly. You're encouraging through, okay, so 荣誉, which is a noun. 荣誉. The 荣誉 was like honor. So you give someone an honor or like 财物 or like an actual thing. Here's $100. To encourage them. 奖励有突出贡献的科学家. So you're encouraging scientists with prominent contributions to society, probably. And you're rewarding them with some kind of, probably like $1 million, something like this, with like a Nobel Prize. Okay, 用来表示鼓励和荣誉的的财物. Okay, so this is a noun meaning the object. Okay, 获得奖励. 参赛者有奖励. All right. So this is an object. It's the object that is given to encourage people to work hard and so on. 奖励发明创造. So encourage innovations by giving awards. Yeah. So it's not just encourage, but it's like encourage through the process of award giving. 奖励发明创造. Yeah. Yeah, these are very similar. 奖励. It is a verb. Oh, and we also saw that it was a noun, but I don't think that's a common usage. However, you need to be prepared for this kind of flexible usage. Okay, 称号 title 称号 title. So there's another word. I use 头衔 title. What's the difference? I don't know. Let's put it down. 头衔头衔爵官衔 official rank 学衔 academic title 爵称的名称 all right. So these are kind of formal. 称号 maybe this is the kind of just the words you say when someone has a title. Maybe 头衔 is the title, but 称号 is what you say when someone has that title. Maybe that's what I'm going with at the moment. 有 No, let's try again. 有关方面所赋予的名称，多用于赞誉 right? All right. Okay. 荣获38红旗手光荣称号 Yeah, so this seems to be more about the words and what is actually said. 获得先进工作者荣誉称号 the honorary title. So the 荣誉 here is honorary. So this is like having an honorary diploma or something like this. 获得称号荣誉称号 Yeah, let's ask ChatGPT what it says. What's the difference between 称号 and 头衔? I don't know the difference. But I feel like 称 talks about words and sayings. So these are the words, whereas 头衔 is the title. All right. We switch AI. 称号和头衔在含义和用法上存在一些差异，以下是它们之间的主要区别。OK， 含义。称号通常是对个人和组织在特定领域和方面所取得的卓越成就或杰出贡献的认可和肯定。So this is like, I don't know, love expert or something like that is a 称号 Maybe. 它代表着一种荣誉，是社会对个人和组织成就的尊重和认可。称号具有特殊性，即获得称号的个人和组织在该领域或方面拥有独特的优势和特点。So you might say this guy is the world's leading expert on blah blah blah, whereas 头衔 is like this guy is a professor. Is that the idea? 头衔则更广泛的指个人的特定团体、组织和社会中担任的职位和荣誉称号。它是一种身份标识。What is 标识 ？What? 志 I did not know that was a 多音字。标志 it's another way of writing the other 志 but it means something like a record of their 身份 identity 代表个人的成就、地位和责任。头衔可以包括职称头衔，如经理、工程师、医生。 Okay, so these are all titles. Fair enough. So manager, engineer, doctor. 学术头衔如教授、博士，院士. Okay, so professor, doctor in the sense of PhD. And what is 院士? Oh, that's just academician. Oh, fellow, maybe fellow is a better translation. 以及荣誉头衔，如奥运冠军 Olympic champion，诺贝尔what？ 诺贝尔奖得主 ，yeah， 得主 is the recipient of a Nobel Prize. So what's this? 劳动模范. So 称号 sounds like it can be more arbitrary. So a model laborer. 杰出青年 an outstanding youth. All right. Whereas 头衔 is like an official name you can legally call yourself. All right. Anyway, they're both relating to these kinds of titles. Anyway, what's next? 争气. 争气. To try to make a good showing, to win credit. 争气. This is like to vie for, is it? Why have I put adjective? Yeah, I don't know this word. 争气. 争气. 不甘落后，奋发向上，然后奋发向上，向上，向上。It's hard to get that right, isn't it? 这孩子很争气。So this is like a spirit of competition. This kind of looks like an adjective to me. 为中国人争气。So this is like strive for Chinese people. Strive to bring credit upon the Chinese people. 有人说，妇女干不了这工作，我们偏要争这口气。What is 偏要？偏要 ，we insist. 我们偏要争这口气。No, we must do it. But we'll show them. All right. 孩子们争气，每一次考试都名列前茅。Why is it 前茅？ I don't know. Is this a 成语？名列前茅。All right. So this is like have a spirit of competition. Strive for self-improvement. Maybe combative. Maybe this one maybe is best. Fight to excel or vie to excel at something. And beat others, it seems as well. 争气. So 这个人真不争气. Let us down. All right. 我这腿不争气. What? Okay, so 不争气 is not the opposite of 争气. This is like disappointing. 不争气. It seems like a separate word. 他这个人真不争气。我这腿不争气。最后一圈跑不动了。So kind of let me down kind of thing. Seems 不争气 is not the opposite of 争气. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go to 争气. Yeah. 争气. All right. There's not that many cases. 你要给中国人争气。爸爸骂他不争气。So this 骂他 is, you can use this grammar structure in Chinese, but we don't have exactly this in English. So you just say scolded him. You're not, yeah, if you want to say it, you need to put a preposition. If you want to add, continue saying what it was scolded for, you need a preposition. But in Chinese, you don't have the preposition. 爸爸骂他不争气。Yeah, I don't know. It's like not hard work. Letting someone down. Okay. 孩子们争气. Oh, we saw this one. All right. This word exists. Next, 沾光. All right, this is an interesting word. This is quite an interesting word. 沾光, it's a separable verb. So you can say 沾我的光 or 沾老板的光. 有名的人的光. To benefit from association with somebody or something. Yeah. So someone else has kind of a reputation. Maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they're a famous physicist or something, and you kind of hang around them with the aim of like letting that reputation like benefit you. Yeah, 沾光. It can be deliberate and it can be non-deliberate. 沾光. So I'll put a space in there because it's a separable verb. 沾了光. Yeah, 让他的稿子沾点光. So 稿子 is a manuscript, right? Here there's a legal context, so we need to understand that. Let's get 沾了这部喜剧的光. Okay, so this 喜剧, this comedy was well received. It's a famous comedy, and you bask in its glory. It does mean like, what does it mean? Moisten. You moisten in its glory. 沾到他们光的. Yeah, so what does this say? 但是如果你周围都有精力充沛的成功人士. Yeah, so 精力充沛. This is one of my favorite collocations. So this is like with adequate energy, with bristling with energy. 成功人士. So if you're surrounded by people who are energetic and striving for success, 那你会沾到他们的光的. Yeah, so you will, it will rub off on you like, what was it? 潜移默化. 潜移默化. It will 潜移默化 imperceptibly influence you. Yeah, there's also that. So, what's this one? 与此同时，那些不知名的图书馆和历史品仓手协会，正期待着沾点儿这部电影的光。So bask in the glory. It's like you benefit from some other, someone or something else's success. Bask in the afterglow. 谁说过后 no 谁说过后的日子也因沾年的光而吃得好穿得多穿得好 So 沾年的光 What do you reckon that means? I don't know 因沾年的光 Alright, let's move on 沾未来人们的光 Really? Benefit from future generations. How is that possible? That kind of violates causality. 沾了老头子的光 So this is like benefit maybe from the wisdom of elders or something, old men. 沾美国技术的光 So, okay, 欧洲人, Europeans are able to benefit from the technology of Americans. This is not us, this is US, America, from US technology. 我们也沾有 what? 有车主的光沾 Alright. I'm not sure if this is legit, but alright. 沾有车主的光 So 有车主 would be the car owning class. like the people who own cars. 沾老祖宗的光. So, all right, with our ancestors. 这年头，放假真不容易。清明节放假还是沾老祖宗的光。Well, holiday is not easy. It's like, it's not easy in the sense, it doesn't make sense in English. It's not easy in the sense that, like, it's not easy to take holidays. 清明 festival, or 清明, this is like the tomb sweeping or something like this. Tomb sweeping day. 清明节放假. Yeah, I don't know. Or touch the light of ancestors. Yeah, I don't really understand the relevance between English and Chinese there. 他这份职业使他的家族以及亲戚都沾了光. Okay, so this guy presumably has an illustrious career, and because of this, his 家族, his family and his relatives, which are kind of synonymous, 沾了光, like benefited indirectly from them. 家族逐渐富裕起来, and they became rich. The whole family, not just him. Yeah, 沾光. Yeah, I think most of the time it's used separably, right? 沾他的光. Okay, 员工也沾光. All right, how are we going for time? I'm getting a little tired. And I need to cook lunch. What should we do? Shall we call it a video? Let's call it a video. I wanna cook lunch. Getting a bit tired. Let's call it a video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Remember to push that button down there if you can see it. 点赞. Presumably it's down there. I presume it's on the side and so on. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Yeah, it's really encouraging having people watching, and sometimes encouraging if they 点赞. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, I don't know, it's motivating to study and everything like that too. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. 下次聊. Bye bye.